Hey everyone, it's Michael with Long Way Travels. I had the privilege of flying upstairs on the Boeing 747 on Korean Air Prestige class from Incheon, South Korea to Atlanta. When I flew this flight in March, I found out Korean Air would be transitioning the 747 for the 777 starting in April 2025, meaning for the foreseeable future, this could be one of the last times you could fly Korean Air on a 747. Anyway, join me on my adventure flying upstairs on Korean Air. So my day starts at Incheon Airport in South Korea. With Prestige class, which is Korean Air's business class, you check in your luggage in a separate and private area of the airport. Very spacious area to check in your luggage. And also I got my ticket here as well for Korean Air Prestige class from Incheon to Atlanta. The flight duration is about 14 hours. Anyway, on to the Korean Air Airport Lounge. At Incheon Airport, there are several Korean Air airport lounges, so we stopped by the Korean Air Lounge East, which is the closest to our gate. The lounge is nothing luxurious, it's actually more business-like. Since our flight departed at 9 in the morning, food was nothing exciting as typical breakfast items was being served. Otherwise, time to get to our gate and check out that Boeing 747. On my way to the gate, I got a glimpse of the Boeing 747 double-decker plane, my home for the next 14 hours. Anyway, time to board that plane. Jim?
You may go upstairs, sir. 요거는 그냥 바로 올려도 괜찮으시겠습니까? 안녕하십니까. 어서 오십시오. 가까운 통로로 오시겠습니다. 네, 감사합니다.
And here is that classic walk upstairs on the Boeing 747 of Korean Air. And here is the view from the second floor from the stairs on Korean Air 747. So on to my seat review, as my seat 19J on the Boeing 747 comes with 3 windows. The seat itself is 21 inches in width, but it feels super private having a seat by the window. So the business cabin is in a staggered 1-to-1 layout with only a partition door that separates your neighbor. And if you choose an aisle seat, you are exposed to the aisle. Anyway, here is how the seat looks with the partition door pulled up. Other than the incredible length of my seat, the storage is massive with Korean Air. My seat provides plenty of options of storage for my backpack and other small areas to store smaller items. With your seat, perks include an amenity bag from Grab, headphones, and of course pillow and blanket for resting, complimentary bottle of water, and of course slippers. Each seat has automatic controls that can put your seat into lie flat mode and a remote control to control your TV monitor. I had no luck in accessing the Wi-Fi, but maybe other people have. The seat also has one main port for charging your devices. On to the menu for Prestige class from Korean Air. I will receive 2 main meals during my 14-hour flight. As you can peruse through the menu here, one snack that was really interesting is they serve beef jerky on the plane, something you don't see at all. Otherwise, Korean Air also serves assorted wines, champagnes, and other alcoholic choices such as liquor, cocktails, spirits, and beer, and soft drinks that include soda, tea, coffee, and juices. Anyway, now that we got our meal selected, time to leave South Korea. Here is my departure drink of orange juice. And here is the view from the second floor from Korean Air in my seat. Time to fly back to Atlanta, Georgia. Enjoy the show. Time to set up my table for my meal service. First up is the mousse boucher, which is crab and lemon with a crispy brioche. And boy, that tasted pretty good. Definitely enjoyed this meal. For my appetizer, I got seared scallop with an asparagus salad, a side of bread, and for soup, I got cream of green pea. Very delicious. For the main dish, I got Moroccan spiced lamb chop with rice and a side of veggies. And yes, this dish was very tasty. I really enjoyed this. You gotta get lamb chop when you're on the plane. For dessert, I got a cheese tray with fruits and cookies. Delicious. But wait, there's more. I got cheesecake for dessert, some Haagen-Dazs ice cream, and some tea to finish off my meal service. Let's take a break and do a bathroom tour of Korean Air Prestige class. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the cleanest, it's not the biggest, it's just a bathroom to use on the plane. Well, there's your bathroom tour of Korean Air. I'm going to take a break from eating, so I'm going to set up my seat in lie flat mode so I can take a short nap during my 14-hour flight. So let's come back in a couple hours and let's get some more food. So I slept for a little bit and woke up and wanted to get a snack, so I chose the pizza and well, not exactly what I would say a pizza, but it was good, but just very unusual. Still very delicious. So I decided to try another snack because the pizza was kind of weird, and I got ramen for my second snack. Much better, much tasty. I really enjoyed the ramen on the plane. So after watching a little bit of TV on the plane, I finally got served my second meal, and the first appetizer is cabbage salad with miso ginger dressing. And you get seaweed as well to add on your salad. For the main dish, we got Korean spicy beef bulgogi with glass noodle and soup. Finally, we got fruits for dessert and a side of tea to finish off my meal service. And look at that blue sky. We are very close to Atlanta. Only less than an hour away, and it's time to descend and land this plane back to Atlanta, Georgia. After 14 hours in the sky in Korean Air Prestige class, we have finally landed in Atlanta, Georgia. Here's one last look at the second floor look from my seat, and it's time to get off this plane. And here's a view of the business class cabin on the first floor of Korean Air. So I want to thank everyone for watching this flight review, and make sure to leave a comment and subscribe to my channel for more travel content. Life is short. Travel more, everyone. And oh yeah, if you got to the end of this video, I found out at the end of this process that this route is back on the 747 with Korean Air from until April to September 1st, 2025. So if you like Korean Air and want to fly to 747, here's your chance. Anyway, I'll see you all later.